Hey, what's up, and welcome to another edition of Quick Riffs, where I teach and explain some of my favorite riffs that helped me along in my guitar playing journey, riffs and songs that I was a part of creating. And today, we're looking at Chimaira's Dead Inside, the song that really helped launch our career and helped us get a record deal with Roadrunner Records and really just kind of started it all for us. You guys remember the Farm Club performance? Check that out if you haven't seen it, but I know so many of you have, as I hear it mentioned all the time, and that was just a really cool thing for us. It was the USA Network on TV. Before we had been signed, anything like that, we had the opportunity to go on there and we played Dead Inside, and like I said, it just really kicked things off. So a cool song that we're proud of, and I thought I'd share it with you today. It's super easy, just made up of a handful of riffs. I don't even have to warm up for this one. That's how easy it is. So I know that you'll be able to rock it too. Tab available over my Patreon community, but I'll also flash some on screen here. And as well as a ton of other tabs, make sure you check out the list of all I've got available, pretty much all the Chimaira catalog, or we're working on completing it, but look for that link in the description below. But let's get started. I'm not gonna play the sample that opens the song, but y'all know it's that was my best rendition there. But how that kind of came about, a lot of people ask about that. And one day, Chris Bacuza, Chimaira's sampler, just kind of played that loop. I don't know if it was something he had come up with or whatever, but he was just playing it. And right away, Chimaira guitarist Jason Hagar at the time was standing there with his guitar and just went to it. And it just worked perfect. All of our ears perked up. Everybody was stood at attention. And we knew right there that we were going to be on to something. And we probably wrote the majority of that song, if not all of it, just that day. And sometimes those are the funnest songs that come about, where just some riff or some whatever vocal or some drum beat just sparks a ton of creativity. Guys get together, chemistry is running wild, and you come out with a song that, like I said, just ended up being the one that launched our career for us. And you never know when that might strike. So yeah, anyways, enough about its beginnings and stuff, but that beginning riff there, we actually come in, 2, 2, 3. I'm coming in, nice little slide to an octave rip there. I'm on a 7 string, tuned to drop A. So I'm coming in on the 8th fret of the 6th string there, and the 10th fret of the 4th string to make that octave. So right there, I'm on the 3rd fret of the 7th string, and those are groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I go to the 2nd fret. So again, when you're trying to figure that out, doing it slowly, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just lift that up a half step in the same amount of time. So we'll call that the main riff, the main theme of the song is that. So just an easy little pattern. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. And to get that harmonic there, it's pretty easy, but there's a certain way you have to get it. Right on the 4th fret, the fret itself, the bar. A lot of the time when we're talking about playing the 4th fret, you play in between the 3rd and the 4th fret there. You know, you always want to play in between the bars. But in this case, to get that harmonic, you're going to do it right above the actual fret. If I were to go a little higher, you hear the change in pitch. If I go right over the 5th, or the dot here of the 5th fret, that's lower in pitch and not what we want. That natural harmonic, where I'm just barely resting my finger on the string, creates a harmonic. We're going to do it right over the 4th fret. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Full chords. Into the verse. No guitars going on, just a drum beat. The snare thing. tune. We do some little noises in there. Just dragging my pick along the string there. Different strings give different pitches. Down or up. Kind of gyrating my hand there gives a little different effect. So lots of cool little things you can do with that. But as we break back into the chorus or main riff, I'm going to swell in on that natural harmonic. And then Mark goes, go away. And Arnold goes, and so I kind of go, just slide to that beat. Here we are into the chorus. Same as before, but now I'm going to come up here and harmonize that. Some more octave chords on the 6th and 4th string. And I'm just kind of picking once and then going. So I'm picking the notes that I want accented and then just sliding into the other ones. You could pick it all. Whatever's easier for you there. And I'll put the tab on the screen there because it's just a lot to say exactly what notes those are with my mouth. So check out the tab, and there you saw how it was done and how it sounds. You'll be able to do it too. Back into verse 2. And I kind of end up one of those mutes that you kind of let ring a little bit and let resonate out. Back into verse 2. Same thing. Back into the second question. Go away. Be dead inside. Hard to sing and play. Can't sing and play at the same time. Into the bridge. I am dead. Easy. Now we get into this first part of the bridge riff. A little bit tricky at first, but what we're doing there is forget about the slide you're seeing me doing for a second. Forget about this harmonic that I'm doing as well. I'm just going to do the skeleton of that. On the 6th, 7th string, 5, and then 5 on the 6th string. And that's kind of one motion. I'm hitting the 7th string, hammering onto 5, and then picking the 5th fret of the 6th string. So that takes a little practice. My right hand there. This left hand. That's what I'm doing there. All single string until we get to those chords. Now, once you've got that down, if you want to get a little more advanced with it, I slide into that first 5 on the 7th string. So you got to really get comfortable with the timing of that to keep it all in time. If you take too much time to slide, then the rest of the riff will be out of time. So get this down first, and then you can slide it. And then the final step of that would be that 4 on the 6th string is a pinch harmonic. Now we're getting into the syncopated riff. So those are groups of 8 on the 1st fret. So those picks I'm doing there's 8 of them. It's hard to count it and say it at the same time slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. just the riff over and over again. I'm just doing 8 picks on one, and then an open, all muted. Slightly, I'm letting a little bit of the mute ring through. If it was totally muted, like, I'm letting a little bit ring through by moving my palm back a little bit. It's more muted. The further up I have my palm, the more choked and muted it is. And as I bring it back, it lets more through. So basically open and no muting. So I'm controlling the amount of muting by where I'm placing my hand on the strings relative to the bridge. Next part, easy. Don't even need your left hand. I'll get some ugly noise there at the end. Maybe I will use my left hand. A little better. So we go that, a little tight, and then when that's going on, I'm letting more of that mute through. Hear that? So really use that for effect in your music, where you're muting, how much you're letting through. Again, this is tighter chokes. Move my hand back. Same picking, same pressure, all that, but I'm just letting more of the string through by moving my hand back closer to the bridge. So with one more of the syncopated. Dead inside. Now a slight variation of the main riff. So hear that difference? The main riff and in the chorus is. And this post-bridge variation is. Oh, one, oh, 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 oh. Can you hear the accent I'm giving that? That big dun dun. Outro. Done. Just like that. So check out the tab on the screen here for that. More octaves. Just doing a hammer pull on there, hammer pull off. 6th string, 13 to 15. And then Matt or Hagar continues that exact same riff and I harmonize it. And those sound really cool together. And just like that, the tune is done. Like I said, super easy. Just a handful of riffs, and they're all very attainable. And I think you can give this one a try and knock it right out of the park. My picks, all these new picks, right now you get 10 of them with my instructional guitar DVD, songwriting, soloing, riffing, arranging, all that kind of stuff. If you want to learn more about how I come up with these riffs and how I put them together and all that, do that from my store, robertarnoldworld.com/store. And like I said, right now, my DVD is shipping with 10 of my custom guitar picks that you can get a look at, each one individually, in the most recent episode of Everything You Love, episode 37 that I just shot. It may not be out at the time that you're watching this, but it will be shortly thereafter. And the moment it is available, you can find the link for that, Everything You Love, episode 37, in the description below. If you're interested in seeing the grip of new picks that come with my DVD, make sure you check that out again, robarnoldworld.com/store. Also, if you have the means and it can help support the channel at a greater means, I've got a Patreon community, lots of cool stuff happening, tons of guitar tabs, as I mentioned before, early looks at my videos, a great community vibe, priority messaging, all sorts of that. Read about it at patreon.com/robarnoldworld and check out robarnoldworld.com/guitar tabs to see that list of all the guitar tabs available from the Elite, 6 Feet Under, my Magnitude album, and tons of Chimaira, as I mentioned. Links to everything I mentioned and mentioned in all my videos are in the description box below. And looks like I just got a message there, so perhaps it's time to wrap this one up. I appreciate everybody watching. Please subscribe to the channel, give the video a like if you liked it, and turn on that notification bell so you know every time one of these videos hits. Cheers, guys, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Also, you're learning, why not take it a step further right now and check out another quick riffs. I just did Let Go, also the opening track from the Pass Out of Existence album, and a playlist here with all my guitar lessons for tons of cool stuff, everything for free if you want to just browse through that and check it out. Appreciate you guys. See ya.